Hey everyone, my name's Carlo. Before we get started with this video, I just want to say that this took a month to make for this investigation report. I understand that this channel isn't really for investigation, and I never planned it or intended it to be like it. But so maybe this video is just going to be the only one. I do hope I can do more of these maybe, because I did actually enjoy making these types of videos. But let me know what you guys think about it. And just remember that my sources that I have, found are intended to the website, and I will not be sharing any personal information. I interviewed some people about the website that had some complaints about it. And just remember that I will not be sharing any names or any information, including to any personal information I found during my research. So, with that all out of the way, enjoy the video. Hey everyone, my name's Carlo and welcome back to another video. So I've come across a website that I found pretty odd called krpost.com. And if you don't know what krpost is, well, me too. The website is basically just embedding YouTube videos and calling themselves the second version of YouTube. So join me today as we discuss what krpost.com is, and let's go through the investigation on what krpost is and the goal of the website. So before we continue on, we need to discuss what embedding and re-uploading means. So embedding a YouTube video is when you go onto youtube.com, you click a YouTube video, and on the share, you can actually embed the video. Now, for YouTube content creators, this sounds like a pretty bad idea. Oh, someone is putting their video on their website. And pretty much I would be mad also. But, okay. So, I'm editing the video and I just realized that I didn't really say something good about embedding. So, all you YouTubers, before you disable embedding on your YouTube channel, listen first. So embedding actually is a good thing also if you think about it. So for web developers, you want to embed a video so you can bring, let's say, content from your channel to your website. Instead of you having to find a hosting service and then downloading the video and then finding a hosting service that can hold said data, since most hosting services are unable to hold like a certain amount of file size, then embedding your video is actually more better, since it's more lightweight for your computer. And plus, YouTube has a really good algorithm on basically buffering. So web developers need to keep that in mind, as YouTube is a great place to embed videos for your website. Now, for all you YouTubers, now just wait. There are websites that unfortunately will gain ad revenue from you. It's just a thing. I can't really tell you that you're gonna avoid that all the way. But embedding, if you leave embedding on, sometimes people will be able to, let's say, create a website about programming, right? But they want to show their experience. They can embed one of my videos, and I'd be perfectly fine. As long as you're not getting ad revenue, this is perfectly fine for me though. Now, some YouTubers have different opinions. They don't want anyone sharing their video on their site without their permission, and that's totally understandable. But for all you YouTubers that are thinking of disabling embedding because of this video, because of krpost.com, maybe think about, if you do disable embedding, think about how other people are watching your videos. Now, of course, you can watch it just on regular youtube.com, but let's say people can watch it on WeChat, or WhatsApp or something like that. I've seen most of my views on YouTube according to my analytics, that some people are watching it more on like WhatsApp. I'm not sure how, but apparently they are. So just wanted to say that because I didn't really say anything good on it. But just remember that because I use embedding for web development also. And I always make sure that the video allows it, right? And of course, with every website that I make sure not to add any copyrighted content. I don't want to be stealing ad revenue from other people. So just wanted to make that a little clear. All right, back to the video. Here's the thing. Re-embedding is perfectly legal in a sense. YouTube allows it, and YouTube content creators have to abide by that. That's literally when you're creating a YouTube channel. You need to agree that that will happen. But remember that embedding does, well, you can disable it, basically. Content creators are allowed to do that. I had that option. More on that later, though. But yes, YouTube content creators does have the choice to disable embedding. But re-uploading, well, we have no control, basically. Re-uploading is basically having the actual MP4 file. So, you know, when you, let's say, make a video on your phone, then you're going to have, let's say, a .mp4, .mov, depends. But it's the actual video. You can modify the video in any way that you'd like and upload it, and basically you could say that it is yours. But it is not yours. You actually just grabbed it from YouTube. There are many ways where you can download a YouTube video. There are many extensions on, let's say, the Chrome Web Store, or Mozilla Firefox's extensions, um, on their like extension store. There's basically a lot of alternatives that you can do. The reason you would download a video is maybe you want to watch it offline, but sometimes there are people that would just re-upload it, which is what I will get into. So just remember that embedding a video is perfectly legal in a sense. But re-uploading is illegal. You're downloading the video and you're storing it for personal use. That's technically illegal. Um, but if you're embedding it, it's perfectly legal since a website needs to contact, let's say, a server. That server can contact YouTube. And since the content creator can disable it, then the video would say, embedding has been disabled. You can no longer watch this video. You have to go back on youtube.com. So yeah. Alright. So, since we got that out of the way, let's get started with our investigation. So, krpost.com is a website that currently reposts embedded YouTube links of other channels and claims that the channel creator has created the channel through krpost.com. In the website look, they seem to be a normal video hosting website. You can see all the videos on the website dashboard, and they all seem to be targeting Koreans as the video language that most of the videos are in Korean. Currently, the site only has 4 drop-down sections and a search bar. On the bottom, you will notice the 3 buttons on the footer section. Terms of use, privacy, and contact lens. Basically, contact lens is just contacting the site owner. And on the bottom is the copyright, 2010 to 2020, KR Post, movie, clip watch free, share online. Okay, so let's look at the terms of service. As we read the terms of service, we will notice that the site was created on December 18, 2014, or the terms of service was created on December 18, 2014. It seems to be discussing a lot about copyright, and them saying, and I quote, KR Post prohibits the submission of any copyrighted material without the user first obtaining the prior written consent of the copyright owner. Go figure. I also found that they're also requiring users to pay $25 for each unsolicited email, which involves unsolicited bulk email, instant messages, or other unsolicited communications of any kind through the site. Not sure why they would charge $25, but hey, the more you know. But here's where the juicy stuff comes. They seem to be claiming that the jurisdiction over KR Post is operated in the United States of America and in the state of Texas. So let's keep this in mind and head to the privacy section of the page. Now, there's not a lot of information regarding the privacy section, but it looks like the date was created on December 15, 2009. But that's pretty much it. I still think that the terms of service and privacy page are copied text from another website, but I wasn't able to find it, so I can't really say that it was copied. Something to also think about is that the terms of service was in English. And what's weird is that I didn't even use Google Translate um, to translate it from Korean to English. It was just English, which was pretty odd to me. But okay. So let's check out the contact page. We can see on the dashboard the word privacy. Not sure why, but uh, yeah. But we can also see 3 text boxes with the box name, email, and message. And we have the button send text. Now we're going to go back to this, so stay with me. If we go look up a YouTube channel, we can see that it replaces the word YouTube to KR posts. So if we go on my channel, we can see that the phrase on the about page, welcome to another YouTube channel, now says welcome to another KR post channel. Now if we go on the embedded video, we can see the embedded video, but then we can see the moneymaker, ads on the site and on the bottom. If you're wondering if other channels have this, well, the YouTube channel itself does the same thing and even has the words KR Post official channel on the about page. So now let's discuss embedded videos on YouTube and you sharing it on a website. Legally, you can do what KR Post does and make a web hosting platform, but just have embedded YouTube videos from YouTube. But here's the kicker. We've got to deal with ads now. Technically now, KR Post violates copyright law in the US. Because though embedding videos are legal, as YouTube allows it, as soon as you put ads, we've got a problem as you're making money out of content creators. So that's actually why I was investigating the issue and trying to figure out what kind of website is this. That sounds like a good YouTube video. Okay, so let's research out of krpost.com now. Now, we can use an unreliable resource, which is called the Whois lookup. Now, the Whois lookup is maintained by ICANN. Now, the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers is in charge of maintaining IP addresses and directing them to their proper location, or domains for short. Basically, they're the ones where you can go to facebook.com and get to Facebook. Basically, for all you web developers, I'm pretty sure you know them. So I looked up the website, and guess what I found? Absolutely nothing. All information was redacted for privacy, but hey, it was worth a shot to look at. Now, let's take a look at the Wayback Machine. If you don't know what the Wayback Machine is, the Wayback Machine is an archive service that offers historical web pages on the internet. It's hosted by the Internet Archive and helps provide what it was like back then. But it's also a great tool for finding websites that are stealing your content. Yeah. So I typed in the krpost.com and found 2 dates, May 10, 2018 and July 11, 2020. Now, on May 10, 2018, the site seemed to only display through text-based only, and no images could be found. So this became harder for me to review. But if you look through the disclaimer page on the site, you'll notice that an email appears on the site. If you go on Google Translate and translate the text, you'll see that, and I quote, krpost.com is about negative copyright infringement. So, if you want to delete the material that is your rights copyright holder for krpost.com, please contact us immediately by email. Now, Google Translate is sometimes unreputable on translation, but hey, we now know that this email has something to do with the website. But Carlo, what about July 11, 2020? I'm glad you asked, person that's watching probably on their iPhone. Well, as soon as you click the website, it seemed to redirect you to ruwork.info. If you notice, we'll see some differences, like the copyright is from 2010 to 2019, and the language is in Russian instead. Now, unfortunately, doing an ICANN whois, we can't seem to find that much information as the domain no longer exists. Well, according to ICANN. And to be honest, Wayback wasn't able to find much information on the terms of service, contact, or privacy policy, so the website is pretty much dead. But it seemed like an exact replica. But now, let's do the unthinkable. Let's contact them ourselves. Now, I want to take a break for a second and talk about our sponsor, NordVPN. NordVPN is the simple VPN app. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sponsored at all. I just want to thank ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is the #1 rated. No, sorry. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm really not sponsored at all. But I did just want to say that I did use a VPN for helping me secure my internet privacy and location. For people that will visit krpost.com or want to help investigate this, please use a VPN. Please. I don't want anyone having their information hacked on their location exposed, so please use a VPN and have an antivirus ready. So, yeah. Anyways, I created a fake alias through Gmail or a burner email. Okay, so remember the contact page on krpost.com themselves? I went and filled out the information. I entered the name, email, and asked some questions like what kind of company is KR Post, or what's your target audience. I clicked the button, send text, and all it done was the text boxes cleared. I found it a little odd, as my browser didn't provide any sort of text saying that it was submitted. Did it delete? Was all my hard work gone? I don't know. But, so I viewed the page source and read through the HTML text to see if any type of email form was submitted. Now, unfortunately, since the website is contacting through a server-to-server base, I'm unable to figure out whether the site actually did submit a message. If this was a static website, I would be able to find out the email to what it's submitting to. But luckily, remember the Wayback Machine? I found an email that was associated with the website. Yeah. So I googled the email that I found from the Wayback Machine. And guess what I found? I found that the website, or not website, but I found that the email and maybe possibly a name associated with KR Post was on some message boards. Huh. Well, only 3 websites showed with the topic. Atomic Molecular Massively Parallel Simulator? What is this? Well, yeah. But I did find that those 3 websites have the same email and for some reason the entire name. Same name on each message board. Now, Remember, I am voluntarily not showing the name and email that I believe is connected with krpost.com for privacy and security reasons. And I don't want anyone emailing this person if I'm wrong on my end. But I'm 90% sure that the email is associated and maybe the owner of krpost.com. Now, I found out that they're a student getting a master's degree in 2017 and that they are asking questions regarding reactions of molecules with an interface using under high pressure and shearing effect with the software that they're using, like lamps. I'm not sure what that is, or quantum espresso. But I did look up those two, and they are softwares for science. So yeah. So my theory is that they're using krpost.com to maybe pay off their degree, or maybe they're just using it to collect revenue. My theory is probably wrong, but hey, it's a theory, right? So using that email, I emailed with my alias email my questions and if they created krpost.com. Unfortunately, by the time I started recording, it's been a week, and I haven't received a response at all. And that's where my research ends. I couldn't find any more information about krpost.com, but I did find information regarding others that encountered the site. I've emailed a YouTuber that I won't name for privacy reasons and asked questions about their experience of krpost.com. But that will be in the end. But it will be in the end of the video. But that's pretty much the video. I wish I could say a result, but nothing more can be said. But for that, you never mess with a web developer. So it's time for me to complete my revenge. Feels good. Now, YouTube offers a way to stop embedding videos as an option of the content creator, which I've said before. But I've chosen not to do this because I'm okay with people sharing my videos of mine that are educational, somewhat, to their site. There are tons of people that are learning how to program, and I don't want to remove a way where some people are using to watch my content so they can learn something. But it's just not okay if you gain money from the content creator that worked really hard to make the video that you watch today. And I'm looking at you guys. If you do not make any videos that can gain revenue, that are using my videos or any others without the express permission, please don't. Please no. Please don't. Or else I'm making a documentary about you. Just don't. But this whole research, recording, and editing took a month to make. So let's take down krpost.com. Alright. So I went and emailed YouTube corporate at copyright@youtube.com and told them of my research. I discussed with them if they want more information and they can let me know, and I can show them my research so they can get krpost down. I've also contacted Dynadot, which is a private ICANN domain registry. Remember ICANN the who is? Well, I guess I did get something out of it. I got an email, abuse at dynadot.com. I contacted them regarding them that they are stealing content creators' revenue. Remember, it also violated US copyright law on gaining revenue without content creators' permission. And if the creator of krpost.com is watching, I hope you'll do the right thing and at least stop what you are doing and take down the website at least. Otherwise, I've got content creators, YouTube LLC, US copyright, and ICANN on my side to take you down. Oh, and one more thing. How are you on your master's degree? Did you pay it off yet? Thank you to everyone that watched my video. This really did take a month to research, unlike my other videos. Also, I'm sorry if anyone thought this was a little out of ordinary, since this is not my regular video schedule. Um, but seriously though, this really did take a month to make, uh, to research mostly, and I hope that everyone did enjoy. Not sure if krpost.com will remove me from the website for exposing them, but hey, leave a comment so I can see what you guys think of the site. So I interviewed some people that had some complaints about krpost.com. I won't say the name or information that they've said, but here's what they had to say. So I asked people, what actions did you take from krpost.com for not stealing your content? And then someone said, I would love for them to stop posting my content because I did not give them permission, and like a part of me feels like it's a part of YouTube. Like is it the Korean YouTube website? I mean, I'm not sure. Yes, my content is made public for people for view, not to put on their website. So if anything, I would like my content removed. However, I do question my revenue because I noticed my revenue is not where I think it should be with the amount of views that I get and the amount of content that I put out. So I do question my revenue. And then I asked, is there something that you want to say to the creator of krpost.com? What would it be? Well, someone said, I would like you guys to remove my content next time you decide to upload any type of video. Even though there is embedding, it doesn't mean that you should take someone's content without their permission. And another question I asked was if they contacted krpost.com personally. And someone said again, no, I have not contacted them because the website is in Korean and all I can do is add them in my title. People also have discussed with me that they've contacted YouTube and they have discussed with them about disabling embedding. Okay, so we don't have that much options. If you're a content creator, you can do something. You can stop or disable embedding videos. You can at least contact YouTube's copyright system. You can contact the domain at abuse@dynadot.com, or you can at least spread awareness by, I don't know, maybe putting hashtag stop krpost. It's worth a shot, and at least if we can bring awareness, action could be taken. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.